I'm embarrassed. Welcome to my home. I'm Brian Bauman from Bauman Farms, and springtime is busy. Springtime is crazy. I never have enough time, let alone time to do pots around my house. And this, it's like fall is busy on the farm. And then winter comes and it's too cold to go outside. And then spring comes and I'm like, oh, why didn't I do anything? So today I'm going to walk you through how I put together my planters for my house. I've got some really cool stuff to show you. But first and foremost, like some of this stuff might come back. Some of the salvia might be okay. I'm going to take it out and repot it somewhere else. But I want it all new. I want to rip all of this out. I'm going to get out most of the soil from last year. We're going to put some fresh soil in here. And then we're going to kind of start laying out our pot. So get to work. All right, so there's a couple things. This was an elephant ear from last year. She's toast. But Jessica, if you come in here, this is Senecio angel wings. Name escaped me for a second. You can see some of the new growth coming up here. I'm gonna pull that out and use it for something else. And this is salvia, and I think we've still got some green on it. It sometimes takes a while. I don't see any new growth coming, but I'm going to hold on to it, that maybe that's going to come back. But the rest of this is a goner. Okay, got this boy all cleaned out, saved what I wanted to save, and I always like to put fresh soil in. When I am doing containers, I just like to use an all-purpose soil. We use the Espoma all-purpose soil, organic soil. It's just really good soil, has good drainage for containers, but lots of nutrients, especially because I'm going to be putting annuals in here. We're going to need, I'm going to be fertilizing it a lot anyway, but I think that it works really good for your containers. When I'm designing a container, I look for inspiration first. And I've been saving this. So Jessica, come in and take a look at this. So you can start to see, this is a Colocasia that is called Redemption. And Colocasias can take a little while to get bigger. This particular one I've already had for a year in the nursery, and it will start out pure black, and then as it gets older and ages, that's when you're going to get pink. And hopefully this summer, we'll do a follow-up video, it's just going to get these really nice pink centers to it that's really going to contrast really nice against the black foliage. I love this plant. I'm excited about this plant, but I don't like pink. Pink is just not a color I work with a lot. It's not a color that speaks to me a lot, but I am inspired by this. I want this to be the centerpiece of my containers this year. So I started working in the nursery to find pinks that I think are going to bring out this kind of moody, kind of deep, dark plant, brighten it up a little bit at the same time without being too hot pink, because that's going to be too much for me. This pot sits in the back, so I'm going to place the Colocasia all the way in the back of the pot, and then kind of work our way forward. Colocasias can have, let's get up here, some deep roots in there. So we really want to get in and break this up so that it's going to get down in there and get into that new soil and really get nice and big. One thing to remember when planting with Colocasias or Alocasias is that they really like it wet. They don't do well when it dries out. The nice thing I like is that when they do dry out, they let you know. They get kind of very droopy. You'll see that. I like that a little bit better. And I'm hoping that some of these big new leaves coming up in the center here are going to fill in a little more. The nice thing about having it in these aqua pots is that they hold a lot of water in the bottom. So when the roots of this Colocasia make it down to the bottom, it's really going to soak up that water and get, I mean, I'm hoping that this baby's going to get like this big this summer. Lots of fertilizer, lots of water, and I think she's going to get there. Okay, a couple different things that I have to go with this. This is a Black-Eyed Susan. This particular one is called Susie Rose Sensation. It's a real nice deep pink. And my thinking with this is I want this to kind of curl up through. I wanted to bring some more flowers to the top of it, just to get some more color. The Colocasia foliage is so dark that I wanted to brighten it up a little bit. So I'm going to leave the stake on it here just to kind of get it started. I don't think you'll actually see that stake later at all. And then hopefully this is just going to climb up through here. Then when I'm looking at this, I kind of want to build it out and around. I want this nice focal point to come forward. So we're going to start big and bold and kind of work our way from there. This is Vista Fuchsia. It is one of the Supertunias from Proven Winners that is super vigorous. So I want lots of color. I want it to be nice. It's not that baby pink. It's still a nice pink. I'm hoping that that pink that we see up here, let's see if we can grab one. We kind of tie in that pink up in the foliage down to the front. I only am going to put one of these in this pot because I think it's really going to get... One thing that makes a Vista Supertunia, so they call, I forget exactly the wording that they use, but they kind of build on top of each other as they go. They're not just, Royal Velvet is not a Vista. Royal Velvet's going to kind of come over the side. Pink Tiara, Blue Tiara. Those Supertunias come right over the side. But a Vista Supertunia is going to kind of build and grow on itself as it grows up. So this is going to get nice and big and full. So we have a couple options. Let's kind of lay this out here. I knew where I was going this far, and now I don't know. This is a Gomphrena. It's called Ping Pong Purple. It gets just covered in these bright purple flowers. Purple is the perfect color for me. I love purple in my pots, and I thought the purple will help kind of tone down all the pink in here. I have another Petunia. This is Blackberry Jam. Again, I think it brings out the purple and the dark foliage, kind of moodiness. So I'm thinking maybe on the side there. And maybe if we took this other purple Gomphrena on this side, and then to balance out the two dark sides, this is Flamethrower Coleus. This one is Adobe Pink. Again, you know, trying to repeat the dark pink and with dark pink center with the dark outside to the foliage. We can put that over on this side. And then I have, this is a Euphorbia. This particular one is one of the first ones that has dark leaves with kind of a light pink flower. Diamond Frost is one you've seen a lot that's a white pink flower, or a white flower. This is the first variety. I think it's called Stardust Pink. It's going to bloom nonstop all summer, has very few pest problems, not going to deal with budworms or aphids like a lot of other plants. Drought tolerant, full sun. Even though we're going to have a lot of water in this container, this plant will do just fine, even though it's drought tolerant. And maybe we can kind of tuck that in on either side just to fill this out. Let's take a step back. I think that looks good. Sometimes the two kind of matching here in the front, I could alternate them a little bit, but if any of you who know me, I like things to be nice and symmetric and all play nice. So cool, I'm happy with this. This is definitely out of my comfort zone. Something totally different for me, different color palette. But I love this Colocasia. I'm super excited to see what it's going to do this summer. I can keep an eye on it here. This is one of my favorite spots to come in the morning and water the plants, walk out here with my cup of coffee in the morning. So I want it to be calm. I want it to be soothing. Put this all together. I think she looks good. All put together. It's pink, but it's not in your face pink, as Jessica was just describing it. I'm excited to see how this turns out. Something totally different for me. I'm going to share pictures of this Colocasia as it gets bigger. I was kind of getting ready to do this video, so I was like Googling online more about this Colocasia. There is a place called Brian's Botanicals, which is funny. It's not me, different Brian, but he still spells it with an I, which I appreciate. He has one of these that I think he sold for like $12,000 because it gets so big and has like, as it gets bigger and ages more, you get more of that pink tone to it. So we are just trialing this out. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of them to sell at the store, but I do have a lot of Colocasias. We have coffee cups. There's a different black one that we have as well. They work really well. I just don't have any luck with them coming back in the Northwest. This is one of the things you either got to pull inside during the wintertime or just love it and let it go. It is the beginning of May right now, and this will look amazing through the end of October. So I'm really going to get a lot of bang for my buck out of this. And depending on how nice it is and how much I love it, I might pull it inside. But other Colocasias, I don't have much luck with them coming back. I think the petunias are going to do great here. I'm really excited about, a lot of people have been using these Gompphrenas, the ping pong purple. We have another one called purple gnome that we're going to be using more of in some of the containers for the summertime, just because they bloom so well all summer, have very few pest problems, and work. They're not really the star of the show, but they're good supporting characters. So I think it'll turn out really nice, and you will want to stay tuned and subscribe to our channel. We're going to keep doing videos like this all summer long to keep you inspired, finding new plants, finding new ways of putting things together, all about enjoying gardening and having a fantastic time doing it.